This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're out here in Miami, joined by well, an old face really. They don't look like an old face, but Charlie Hoy. How are you, mate?
I'm good, Coog. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all good. It's well, not that bright and early, but early enough. 8 o'clock in the morning here.
Hour before training, bumped into you in CVS.
CVS,
out of
yeah.
all places, yeah.
Randomly yesterday, and yeah, we thought we'd get something going, as people on IFL haven't heard from you. Probably how long? How long since the last interview? You must be a few years.
It's probably about 4 years, because I had a 2-year break to finish my studies to become a black cab driver, which is going good, and then come over here on holiday and literally found Angelo Dundee's gym and started training out here ever since. And yeah.
Is that how that started for you, kind of coming out here then? You went on holiday and yeah.
I come on holiday for a electronic dance week, Miami Music Week, and I stay fit, you know, all year round anyway, just as a hobby. I thought I'd train in Muhammad Ali's gym and asked to spar. Sparred a Cuban boy who was pretty decent, and to be honest, I just enjoyed the sparring. It was, you know, it's just all the people were banging on the canvas, you know, work, 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 and that made me, I don't know, it just gave me a buzz again, and I was financially better because I had a job for once. So I just said, how does it work about, you know, coming back and fighting over it? He said, look, come back when you're not partying, and if we like you, we'll sign you. If not, it doesn't matter. So I come back 2 months later with some money in my pocket, and had a camp out here, and yeah, that's now we're here, you know.
Well, I mean, did it sort of ultimately, your decision to come out here based on the fact that you wasn't kind of getting the fights back home?
Yeah, you know, I couldn't do ticket sales or anything like that, so, you know, and at the same time, I never had money, so I was just training. So I didn't have a job. You know, there's a lot of things really. I've got a job now, but when I didn't have a job, I wasn't enjoying the boxing because of the social life and things. My friends were doing holidays, going out. You know, I'm just training. So I couldn't get a job, you know, because this was my dream. So I'd rather not had a job, but chase the dream. But things still didn't work out when I was back there. I never got too many opportunities, you know, whatever that is for. But now I'm financially better. I'd, you know, if there's an offer made, I'd definitely go back to England and box again, you know.
What was the reason for your kind of 2 years out of the game then? You turned pro in 2012, was it?
First fight was January 2012, yeah. And then 2015, I had about 18 months out, or end of 2014. Just, you know, where I didn't have an income, I got sick and tired of my mates having fun, and I was just training, and then I think 2 shows got cancelled within 9 months, so I never got to fight during the whole 9 months, you know, nothing with money. Tried to call out a few people, like the British champion at the time. Again, that resolved around me selling tickets, and I couldn't do the tickets, so I was like stuck really, like just stay at this level, and I just sort of fell out of love with the sport really. So I remember in my last spar, I was sparring Ian Bailey, just sitting on the ropes covering up, like can't wait to go home. You know, it's just, you know, I can't be bothered to do anything. And then went home, told my dad, said, I've had enough of this, I'm just a bit sick and tired, it's become a chore now, you know. And then yeah, 2 years later, got the buzz again, you know.
Was it had anything to do with kind of taking yourself out of your environment back home and kind of coming out here and it being a new like setting and a new sort of a new start for you here?
I had no intention when I come on holiday here to come here and, you know, move camp, but the first time I come out here for the camp, everything was great, you know. I had zero distractions, whether they're good distractions or not, you know. My mates calling me up, "You're right, let's go for a drink," or "Fence playing a bit of football," whatever, you know. Like, they're good or bad, but they're still distractions. Now I'm here, I literally like live like it's boxing's religion. I wake up, train, I go back, eat lunch, train, go back, and run, and that's my week, literally. And so, you know, that's how it is. No stones unturned when I'm here. You know, if something mucks up, it's my fault. You know, there is no distractions. I can do the weight better out here. The sparring's like very, very good here. I've got a lot of people have fought for world titles on sparring, and so everything's good here, and it suits my style of boxing. You know, I like to counter with, you know, 7 or 8 shots at a time instead of one shot and move. You know, I want to be that exciting fighter. And the Caribbean fighters, they're exciting fighters. So I train with them, and that's how I want to be like.
The last few fights you've had have been set out in Dominican Republic. Talk to me a little bit about that. How those shows, fighting on those shows, I'm assuming a lot different from back home.
Yeah, they're very different, you know. I've had the first 3 fights in Dominican, you know, there was poor opponents just to get the ring rust off. Then I challenged for a Central American title, which was a fair opponent, freakily tall. And I remember the venue was like a farm, which is like, you know, I've gone from boxing in nice venues that you're cool, in my last fight, to fighting in someone's farm. And the pre-fight meal will be like chicken feet and like a puddle of soup. Just like, look, you know. But then, where else have I boxed? I've boxed in favelas, where kids are running around with guns and like their pockets like cowboys. That's quite nervy, especially when I've got, you know, Great Britain shorts, you know, and I'm literally the only white kid there. It's quite nerve-wracking. They don't mind me. It's, you know, they're looking at me as if I'm an alien, but it's good fun. It's just a bit scary, you know. The opponents are good. The last 3 opponents have been good. They all hit hard, you know. The Caribbean and Latin fighters, which I've noticed a big difference in. So to prepare for one, you have to be sparring a lot with one of them, you know.
So, I mean, by the sounds of what you're saying, it's been a good experience for you out here, and you've kind of a little bit of an eye opener into kind of boxing away from the comforts of home. So, but if you had an opportunity to come back and kind of pick up your career where it kind of left off in the UK, you would take that? Is that what you're saying?
If I win my next fight, I should be ranked 3 or 4 with the WBA. I'm number 7 at the moment. So I'm hoping my next fight, or the one after, is against Artem Dalekayan from Ukraine for the world title. So I'm very close, you know. If someone from Britain, or a promoter or anyone, you know, can guarantee that I'll come back within like seconds, you know, because that's what I want, you know. That's the dream. Get the title, and then that's stage 1 done. But you know, I'd love to come back to Britain, but I don't want to go back to Britain and then go back to where I left off. But I've come here, and I feel that I've jumped up 2 leagues in, you know, I've got myself into the world rankings with the WBA. you know, I'm touching distance of fighting for it, so I want to stay there. You know, if they primary, you know, firstly, I want to go back to. I do want to go back to England and fight for it and challenge for it there and defend it there. But I need I'd have to have a good offer to come back, you know. But I'd probably still train it.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right in saying that if you hadn't come out here, you probably wouldn't have carried on boxing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if I didn't come out here on a holiday, I'd probably still be just playing a bit of five-a-side football and driving a black taxi full time, you know. Yeah, because I wouldn't have, you know, I wouldn't have had the buzz in the first place. I think the sparring is what I enjoy. So the sparring is good. It's very competitive. You get an 8-10 rounds. You spar 3-4 times a week. So, and that's the bit I do enjoy. So that's what keeps me enjoying boxing. The training out here.
You touched on something that a lot of fighters go through as well. You know, you've openly kind of admitted that you struggle to sell the tickets, and there's a lot of fighters in your position that are in that situation where, you know, they're talented, they can fight, but there is an aspect of that ticket selling that has to be kind of, you have to go through. And if you're not doing that, then it does put you in kind of a little bit of a situation.
Yeah. You know, my friends, they're football fans. You know, not many of them are too interested in boxing in the first place. They come for, you know, like goodwill, just to support me, and that gradually died down, which expectedly. Yeah, I do suffer with ticket sales. You know, I probably only do like 150 a show, and that's on a good day. Yeah, and there's also a lot of wasted talent. You know, I know some serious good amateurs who could have easily been world champions, but just, you know, instead of going to the pub and socialising and making mates, they was too busy training. So there is a lot of wasted talent due to ticket sales. Also, I don't know what the situation is. Maybe it's the board are quite lenient and giving anyone a license, so it brings down the value of the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. The value of the show, maybe. I don't know, but I think the ticket sales has held me and a lot of fighters back in Britain.
So that is kind of the name of the game.
I know, but it's a modern
you know,
name of the game. I
yeah.
don't think it used to be like that in the 80s. But over here, it's not really like that too much either. It's TV pays, you know. They get their money from TV and all that. You know, I think when Broner boxed Malignaggi, tickets were $10 a ticket, and when Linares boxed Campbell and Matisse boxed someone, so that's 2 world title fights, tickets were $10 for that show too. And we're paying, you know, for like a top show, be lucky to get one under 100 quid, you know, and that's like two world-class operators in fights, and they're like £7 a ticket. You know, so there's a different.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I know there have been certain shows in the past, you know, I don't know which specifically one you're mentioning, Broner and Malignaggi, but where kind of, yeah, the tickets are kind of reduced. I mean, it's not an occurrence that happens in every major fight here, but it does happen. I've seen it, you know, I've seen kind of the ticket prices start at such a low rate, well, they used to anyway, whether they still do or not, I'm not sure.
Well, I think when Linares boxed Campbell, which is a world title fight, and Lucas Matisse fought for a world title eliminator, and I think he obviously won and then got to fight Pacquiao. So that's 2 world title fights. That was $10 a ticket, and you're seeing like 4 world-class fighters, and that's without the undercard, you know. It's £7 a ticket, and, so I think the shows sell themselves here because they're exciting. you know, I think if you ain't an exciting fighter, you don't get to go on the show over in the States.
All right, well, I hope it kind of pans out the way you want it to pan out, and
I do.
it's not like you're sitting on your ass and doing kind of nothing, waiting for the phone to ring. You're out here, you're training, you're going and
Well,
fighting
it, you know, I'm funding
these
myself.
venues.
I'm funding myself. I go back 3 or 4 months. I graft my nuts off in the taxi, save up as much money as I can, come back with whatever I've got. Pays me, you know, I stay in a hostel with like 9 other sweaty, weird people. It's affordable. I pay for my flights, and then I'm on a meal plan as soon as I get off the plane. So, you know, everything's funded myself. You know, like if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't be spending my money to fund myself. You know, I'm just there. I'm here chasing a dream. I'm not here, you know, trying to earn money because I'm losing money. You know, if I get it all back on one big world title defence, yeah, brilliant. But you know, it's a dream. You know, and if I win the WBA, or when I win the WBA, my first defence will be unification. You know, I'm not here to hang around. I just want to find out who's the best in my weight division.
All right, Charlie, appreciate you meeting me this morning, and you're off to training now, I know.
Yeah.
And listen, hopefully we'll catch up soon, whether that be
I'll be back
here or
be
back
in
home.
England, or I'll probably see you at the Emirates one day or something.
Or there as well. Let's not talk about Arsenal in a minute.
No.
It's tragic.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, good luck, and like I said, I hope everything pans out the way you kind of want it to pan out.
yeah, when I get back, we'll meet up and catch up.
No problem.
Thanks, Coog.
Charlie, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and hopefully we'll catch up with you soon.